I consider creativity to be a form of rebellion because it is an opportunity to do what is speaking to you, and that might not be what everyone else expects.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Dad, your
My
flowers
dad
are
was
so
born and
pretty.
raised in Hong Kong, and then my mom is from Jakarta, Indonesia. As a kid, I never wanted to inconvenience anyone or cause any trouble. I was an honor roll student, made straight A's all through grade school. I loved math. I loved science. I loved all those courses and I was really good at them. But I also really loved being able to have an outlet for creativity. My parents would take me to art camp during the summers and I would paint and do things like that. But I knew for the sake of my future and the pressure that I put on myself to find a stable job in STEM, I really wanted to focus on those subjects. And thankfully, I really enjoyed them until I got to college. The petroleum engineering program at UT was really the number one reason why I wanted to go there. I was a little bit nervous that this was the thing that I was going to do because I had so many other interests outside of engineering that I wanted to explore. I was 16 when I started my first blog. Some of my biggest hobbies were fashion and makeup and food, and I didn't have a space in real life to really talk about it. So I thought, oh, like blogging would be the best next option for me. When I was first starting to create content, there really wasn't anyone that was doing what I was doing. And still, like, I don't see a lot of Asian faces that are creating the content that I'm creating. It was kind of an exciting place to step into because I was really the only person that was doing it. So, all of my years in school, I had this blog. I knew I wanted to do something with it because I had it as a creative outlet, but why not make money off of it?
My office slash bedroom we're filming
I was let go
my
from my
bullet
job in
journals
October
and
of
life
2020
being
at the beginning of
self-employed, and
October. It ended up being really
pretty
fortunate for
crazy
me
that we're
because it
here.
was the last
But
push I
happy
needed
Friday. I hope you're
to
doing
dive
well,
off the deep
and
end into
I can't wait to show
self-employment.
you what this
My
looks like.
blog is called thebellainsider.com. I really found that there was not a lot of support for women who were graduating and kind of going into that next step of becoming an adult. So the blog now focuses on helping women transition out of college and giving them resources, both kind of fun and playful stuff like apartment decor and organization, into the more serious things like budgeting and preparing for your first job and your first career. And there's also social media content, and there's Pinterest where people can actually find a lot of the different posts. And there's also Instagram. Instagram is also my favorite place to share all of my bullet journals. As an influencer, I feel that I have a responsibility to uphold my values and that people can trust me to recommend things and also live my life in a way that upholds those values.
That
I
looks
think
good.
growing up, Asian kids have this expectation that they need to do whatever it takes to make sure that they are bringing honor to their family. But I think there are a lot of ways that you can still do that without having to do what everyone else is doing. I hope my readers feel inspired to do what they feel called to do. There's no rule book for how to do something the right way because there is no right way. Everyone finds their own way how to do things. And I hope that they learn from my content that I'm just learning my way through all of this too.